Y'all coming to you live from a home in Texas. What am I doing? Get out of here. Yeah, go back to Britain. Go back to Britain. Hello, everybody. Welcome, everyone, to Poke-ception Check. You must have rolled pretty high to find our quiet little stream. Tonight, we are live.
Woo!
Yeah!
I
baby!
I
That's what
am...
we're waiting for!
We're joined by a legend. Moist, what are you doing here? Wait, actually, what are you doing here? Go back to play Magic the Gathering on another channel. Go, go, go. Anyway, I am Brownie, your master of ceremonies for tonight's, and joining us is the Ragtag crew, as you hopefully know and love them. We're joined by Aeon.
That's me.
Then we're joined by Floof. We're joined by Caitlin.
Yes.
We're joined by... We're joined by Lena.
Hello, people.
We're joined by Dell.
Hi, guys!
Hi, Dell.
Hi.
That's the only reason you joined the call, so you could do the soundboard, wasn't it?
Maybe.
Love her, really. We're joined by, hang on a minute, Kristen.
Why, hello. I'm here from another campaign. Again.
Yeah,
What the hell are you doing here?
What do you mean? I'm totally not the ginger person on the screen currently at all. No.
No. But speaking of ginger, we got to a person who normally has an orange mascot here on Discord, and we're joined by Thean.
Beyblade, let it rip.
Beyblade, let it rip. Metal Fusion?
Yeah, I tried to get the original one, but...
No.
I tried to get the original one, but that didn't pan out well.
Oh.
So, you get that instead.
That is my childhood right there. Wow.
That's Beyblade.
Oh, well, it's not that
Never
one. He
watched
was
it,
doing
never
the
heard
he was
it.
doing the Jingo one. He was doing the future one.
Okay.
Then again,
Yeah, that's the one I grew up with.
yeah. Fun fact to bring up just before we carry on: did you know they are revitalizing Beyblade?
Again?
Yeah, they're bringing it out now in a newer one. They've got Beyblade X.
God, it's like bloody Bakugan. It just doesn't end.
Yeah, it's like do
With
one
reboots.
reboot. Yeah, it's simple. Do one reboot. If the reboot doesn't work, be done with it.
Who'd have thought that a game about battle tops would become the most popular?
Yeah, you're basically just a fighting with dreidels with blades.
Dreidel. I made it out of that.
Yo. We're talking, and yet you're fans of a Yu-Gi-Oh series that plays children's card games. All right.
On motorcycles and hippos.
You know what? I can't really argue with that logic. Anyway.
You're all fools.
Anyway.
Wait, what are you doing here? Not in the game yet.
I know, but I know, but since I'm gonna talk like this, I need to make sure that they can hear me.
Yeah, we hear you. You're all
We
good.
can hear you.
Yeah, we should have tested that one out.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, it's been
Okay.
tested now. We're all good.
Yes. So anyway, it's been a while since we got into this, so hopefully, everyone, we're going to have ourselves a very, very grandiose time. So I hope everyone is... So that also, on a side note, I just got a... for some reason, I just got a reward on Discord. Huzzah.
Huzzah!
Going to come
Pretty
in
nitro. Huzzah.
Horcrux.
What are you doing here, Chuckles?
I don't know. I'm being
Fast chuckle
random.
nuts.
Anyway, we've dabbled long enough. It went a bit longer to get back into this at the start of the month. So, what do you say we get things nice and started, everybody? Are we ready?
Think I'd like that.
Very good. I'm glad we like that. I'm not gonna push some button for some music. Would everyone like the funky music?
Yes.
I would like the funky chicken.
Well, too bad. You're not getting the funky chicken. We're getting the retaliating music of Pokemon Mystery Dungeon.
Play that funky music.
Damn it.
I'm not gonna say it.
Thank you. I was about to say, last session we already had Thean accusing something of being white.
There.
Yes, we're not letting that
regret
go.
Absolutely nothing. I regret absolutely nothing for the thing I said when I came on at that point.
I'm dying on the inside.
No, don't die.
I'll try to avoid dying as your DM. I'll try to avoid that.
Thank you. We, the players, have to be the ones worrying about dying.
Yeah.
Really? Anyway, I'm looking forward to this. Anyway, last time, people aren't reading the small print. Last time, who hummed?
Okay, I fixed the keyboard.
Just
Okay.
keep going. We're all good.
Okay. Last time on Poke-ception check, Team Unity were enjoying their recent victory at the Moorville City Gym against Tide. There were some situations that came up with Team Lone Wolf had been uncovered on trying to acquire the legendary Pokemon that had been residing within Tide's gym. And after an evening of trying to decide on whether you would join Tide and some of the others in their exploits of essentially protecting the the legendary candidates. Sorry, I said guardian, technically close enough because I was thinking of Tapu's. You ended up having a rest, but during that rest, sadly, there was some goodbyes, as Shixona and Elizabeth had both left to deal with their own situations. Shixona trying to deal with getting some more information on Jin, and Elizabeth being recruited in a secret exploit involving Team Rocket. But that would be a story for another time. But for now, Team Unity were dealing with their recent situation of mellowing out after their victory and deciding on their next move. But thanks to Momoko and getting some stuff on the news, that there was apparently some new street art that had been acquired within the city from an unknown source. With the help of Holly and Arlen, you ended up going to the roof of Moorville, where it was discovered that 3 Team Lone Wolf members were there with a captive, who would later be introduced as Ashlyn, with a moment to call for the others who were going to enjoy a very nice meal, but then changed at the last minute due to this news. The group managed to meet up and not only deal with the Pokemon battle, but the thugs themselves. But not before that there was an encounter with a figure who somehow was aware on Ashlyn's exploits. And at this point, you had managed to untie her, and with her Mayneck trick down on the ground, it was then decided that you guys would rush to deal with the situation currently at hand. And that was where we last left off. So, at this moment, Team Unity...
Another thing.
Yes?
I was gonna say, like Holly also kind of ran in and kind of shock a few dudes.
That was why I said you dealt with the Team Lone Wolf members as well. I was exploiting to that. So yes, at the minute the police have got involved.
Yeah.
And also forgetting to mention as well, I realized I missed this part, that Katrina had a moment with her parents, and also a giant bloomin' mega Altaria coming into play, causing the others to back off.
Man.
So, at this point, Team Unity, I ask you, as you are all making your way down into the main hub of Moorville City, what do you wish to do?
Katrina's going
Something.
Katrina's going to recall Puppet.
Yeah, I'll say if you guys want to recall your Pokemon that were on the roof, you can do, and we can move to the center into the city if you would prefer.
Yep. Oh.
Yeah.
That would probably make things easier.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just gonna make a note. Someone is gonna have to help Ashlyn down the stairs because she's got a hurt leg.
Yeah, I was gonna have Holly help Ashlyn.
Okay.
So yeah, Holly's gently puts Ashlyn's shoulder around around her as a bit of a support, and
There we go.
Okay.
help her go get down to the stairs.
Yeah.
Okay, that's
She'll
perfect.
give you a quiet nod when you do that.
All right.
Okay. So are the rest of you all going back down, or is anyone doing anything on the roof before we head back down?
I'm going back
Eh.
there.
Was there anything left behind on the
There's
roof?
nothing else to handle on the roof.
Oh yeah, as Holly is taking Ashlyn down the stairs, she's going to look towards Momoko and simply comment, "Great job helping your pals saving me. You did well doing absolutely nothing." Before continuing down the stairs with Holly.
Ouch. Oh my god. Sorry if you can hear that in the background.
You're fine.
So good. So good.
Holly then like turns to, like she says like, we get you your leg patched up soon, okay? And we'll help your Manetric as well. There's a Pokemon Center just downstairs.
Ay, cheers. Appreciated.
Holly then just looks away nervously because.
Okay. So, quick question on this one. So, Del, you were asking if anything was left on the roof, correct?
Correct.
Okay. Have Katrina roll me a perception check.
Okay, perception.
Roll credits.
Perception.
It's just you.
What's the name of the show?
Oh my gosh!
Somebody please whack him.
I will later.
7.
7. Apart from a bit of torn up clothing from when Holly essentially zapped the thugs, at this moment, there's nothing of note up here that you can find.
Is this a failed check or?
This is a fail. Yes.
All right. Are the police still on the roof?
At the moment, they are investigating right now. So if there's anything you're trying to find yourself before they do, you have a chance to. Otherwise, you can leave it to the police.
You know what? I'll just leave it to the police for the time being.
So I think Kemplar was trying to indicate something, I presume.
I was thinking about it, but I've ultimately decided against it.
Okay. So, at this moment, as you guys are coming down the stairs, you find there's a few townsfolk who are kind of looking at you in the direction coming down, because obviously they saw the police rushing up there. They are beginning to sort of whisper to each other, especially at the sight of Holly bringing down this other girl in her vicinity, helping her down. At the moment, Ashlyn, did you recall Manectric?
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah.
Manectric's been recalled. Okay.
Yeah.
That's fine. All right. So at this point, Katrina, your parents are going to look in the direction and go, I think we're going to keep an eye with the police. We'll make sure we give them a bit of a hand, if that's all right.
Fine.
We'll catch up, dear. We'll catch up later, dear. Okay? And your mom's going to come in and give you a bit of a hug.
Oh.
And she kind of hesitates, then just kind of pats her mom's back, kind of in a half hug.
Okay.
I feel she's kind of still awkward about this, but then she just gives a bit of a nod before pulling away and walking off.
Very well. So I will have them off to the side. Okay, so are all of you going back to the Pokemon Center right now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm going, and you should know the reason why I'm going back.
Oh,
Fair enough. I saw Pico. Oh. All right. So, as you guys make your way back inside... Hey, hang on a minute. I thought I got rid of these two. What are they doing back? Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here.
I forgot to clean up.
Get the fuck out of here!
Get the fuck out of here.
All right.
You guys,
Also,
God, you guys are vicious.
Also, the Wooper's still out.
Oh yeah, the Wooper is still out.
Why can't I select the Paldean Wooper? And what the...
There we go. See if you can
Okay.
drag. It's because I dragged the token out before, so it was under my vicinity. So if you drag it out, you can drag it. You can do it yourself, but it's gone now.
Okay. Okay.
All right. So as all of you rush into the center, you can move yourselves around from there if you wish to join up. You guys go straight to the center. As you do, the nurse comes back up to the front and goes, "Hello, welcome to. Oh my goodness."
Do you mind giving a hand?
We
I've
need
got a bit of
yeah,
screwed leg at the moment.
Of course. Just take a seat there. I'll try and bring out a first aid kit in a moment.
All right then. And she's
Okay.
gonna like sit on the chair that's just like at the corner.
Very well. She's just going to rummage around the desks for a brief moment, and she's just going to be like, "So what happened? What happened? Did a Pokemon attack you? If I know, I can try to help you with a certain condition if you are suffering from anything."
The only thing I had was a pooch biting my leg. That's about it.
A
Got tied
Poochiana
up on a
bite.
roof. That was fun.
Oh my goodness. And she looks over the desk and she looks and such. Can I see the mark?
Aye. She's gonna lean down and kind of like roll up the
My leg.
leggings that she's wearing, kind of showing off the injury. It's bleeding. Has been.
Okay.
I don't know the severity, so I'll
Yeah.
let you say the severity of it.
So the severity of it is, it looks like, to go with the equivalent, it looks like somebody did try to, it basically looks like, I would say, if you'd have to give a myth, it looks like about maybe 0.5 centimeter. So it's not hard enough that it would cause a severe bleeding, but it's at least enough that it would leave a bit of a mark and cause a little bit of a struggle to walk on it with a bit of pain. So it's not life-threatening, but it's enough to cause problems.
Yeah, that's fair.
So she looks and goes, "All right, I think I've got to... Okay, here." And she tosses over a bit, and she comes out, and she's going to help bandage up the leg.
Mind taking a look at my group as well? They got a bit of a beating on the roof.
Your group? You mean your Pokemon, or... And she looks over at the
Aye.
rest. How are the rest... Did you all of you find her like this?
It was Team Lone Wolf. They were up there on the roof, and I think we just managed to stop a potential kidnapping.
Oh my goodness! She looks over at you. "I'm so sorry, dear. That must have been terrible," as she's finishing up bandaging the leg.
That's one way to put it. She's gonna bring out like 4 different Pokeballs and stick them all on the counter.
"Oh, sure." And she looks over this. "Are any of your other Pokemon injured as well?"
Could you help my Absol Sia? He got hit by a powerful sleep powder.
Oh, so he's currently sleeping up?
Yeah, but I would like him to be fully healed.
You see the nurse get up and she sort of pats you on the head a little bit like, "Don't worry, dear. I'll do my best to help out. That's my job after all, okay?
Thank you.
Now, take a deep breath. Okay?
Uh-huh.
Now, don't worry. You leave your Pokemon with me, and I'll do my best to fix them all up." And she looks over at you, Ashlyn. "And as for you, I'll fix up your Pokemon. You just try to stay off that leg for at least a little bit, okay?"
Alright. Cheers.
"My pleasure." And she looks over at Arlen and Katrina. Are you requiring some Pokemon aid too?
And Katrina's just gonna place Puppet's Pokeball on the counter. Just kind of stare at them. Just kind of stare at the nurse.
Okay. And for you, sir?
My partner Pico kind of got injured trying to help protect a lady. Not so for Ash.
As you say this, Pico just slides and falls out the hair and just plops onto the counter.
Aww.
Oh.
Oh
Aww.
my god, that sounds so adorable. That's enough to make you die of like a cuteness overload.
So she goes, "Oh my, certainly. And she goes back and she goes into the back and she starts putting them onto two trays. She puts all of Ashlin's on one tray, and then she puts the rest of yours onto a second tray. And with that, she just nods and goes, "I'll try to have them back up and running in no time. For now, rest up. If there's anything else I can do to help, don't be afraid to give me a shout. I'll do my best."
Okay,
Thank you very much, Nurse.
Momoko's gonna walk up to the counter and she's gonna
Do I-
ask Joy about that Pidgey that she brought in.
So you're just flat out asking about the Pidgey?
Yeah.
I'm
guessing.
asking. I'm just calmly asking about the Pidgey.
Okay. She looks over and goes, well, that Pidgey you brought in is slowly getting back up, but I'll see if it's ready to bring out at some point. But at the moment, I'd say I've got more pressing matters as she looks over at Ashlyn and the other Pokemon.
And then after Nurse Joy says that, Momoko is asking for a basic first aid kit.
So you're asking for a kit as well?
Yeah, I'm asking for a first aid kit.
Okay.
If it's for Ash's leg, it's already been looked at.
Yeah. I would say she's going to look and just goes, may I ask for what reason? Are you hurt as well?
No, I'm not hurt, but I feel kind of bad for that one over there. And she's pointing to Ashlyn.
That
So
one has a name, thank you.
Man, these two are off to a bad start.
Okay.
Well, in that case, I guess I'll ask the question. What's your name, Liz?
Ashlyn Blackwood.
Arlen. Just call me Arlen. We'll go over the rest of it.
Fair enough. Ashlyn is like just leaning on the counter, like with an elbow resting, and like her fingers are like propping up her head.
Well, I'll leave you all to acquaint yourselves. I'll try to heal your Pokemon as fast as I can. Before I go, is there anything else I can help you with besides? If anything else, I'll see if I have a spare kit if there's anything else to help with. In fact, as she puts up the health kit on the counter, if you need anything else for it, just help yourself from here. But just let me know if you take anything else down so I can keep on top of stock, okay?
Thank you.
My pleasure. Now, good day. I'll try to get up as fast as I can. And she's going to rush straight away into the back. And as she does, the first words you hear just before the back door closes is just going, "We got an emergency heal. I require..." as the door slams shut.
Okay.
I should, Holly then turns to Ashley and says, like, don't worry. Nurse Joy is a trained professional. I'm sure she'll get your Pokemon healed up in no time.
I've been to centers before, I know the shtick, but I appreciate the sentiment anyway.
I don't think I introduced myself, but my name's Holly. I guess it would have been better if we were met in nicer circumstances, but I'm just glad that
very flustered.
she's very nervous.
Okay.
I'm just glad that we managed to find you in time and help you. I would hate the idea of what they were going to do. If it's too sudden, what were like Team Lone Wolf doing up there with you?
She's gonna sigh, think for a minute, They were after me because I stole something from them. Well, I say some things from them. They ambushed me on the roof and, well, you saw my predicament. She's gonna, like, scratch, like, the chin a little bit before propping her head back on her fingers.
What did you take from them? I mean, I guess for anything that you took from Team Lone Wolf, it's probably a good thing. No doubt, whatever they have, they were just gonna use it for something bad.
Before I answer that, and she's gonna look between the people that are next to her. Have you seen those guys before? Had interactions with them? I need to know I'm talking to decent people before I just say.
Had one fairly recently when they interrupted our gym battle.
They did what?
They interrupted a gym battle.
Yeah.
You what?
Well,
Do you mind? This is a private conversation.
Oh, sorry, I couldn't be interrupted. Sorry, I should probably get going as the guard walks, as the gun walks out. Oh, by the way, just before we carry on, by the way, just to bring this up, I see Louise is on the side. Just beforehand, what's everyone else doing? What's Kemplar and Tycho doing, by the way?
Kemplar was talking to Monty because he's interested in Mega Evolution.
Okay, I'll say. Do you want to be staying back and you're talking to Monty during this whole time then?
Yeah, we can go ahead and say that. Kemplar can take this opportunity to learn more about Mega Evolution as a whole.
Okay, fair enough. Tycho, what are you doing?
He's just keeping to himself right now. Since he's, well, admittedly he's trying to get used to well, not being able to talk to Liz, so.
Fair enough. And what's Katrina doing?
She's just kind of waiting on the sidelines until her Shopette is healed.
Okay, fair enough.
But if someone does, come over to talk to Tycho, he will talk.
Okay. Sorry to interrupt the conversation for those at the counter. Just wanted to clarify what everyone was doing.
all good.
Yeah, you're good.
You know what? We do have rooms upstairs. If you'd rather we not be overheard.
I suppose that would help. Aye, this isn't exactly something for prying eyes. Or ears. She's gonna, like, look towards the door a bit nervously.
Don't worry. You're safe with us. We've handled Team Lone Wolf plenty of times, and we won't let them harm you again.
Yika! As Mochi just sort of does like a I'm ready to fight again stance if comes to it.
He's just a little guy.
I have a room upstairs. Do one of you mind helping me up? Again.
Us. Probably then then tries to help support Ashlyn.
Yeah, she'll happily let you.
Okay. Arlen, Momoko, what are you two doing?
Momoko's going to attempt to assist Holly with Ashlyn. Give her some extra support.
Okay.
She'll give you a look, but she'll let you.
Arlen?
Okay, Arlen's.
She's also giving.
I'm going to give this.
Oh, go ahead, Neon.
You first.
Oh, you're gonna do it ladies first? Thank you. Basically, Momoko's gonna give Ashlyn a look back.
What kind of look?
Like, if you want to go at me, come on, let's go now.
What?
Oh boy.
She already has.
Well, that's unreasonable.
Okay.
She already has.
Kind of similar to a leer look in a way.
Oh, she gave you one right back.
Okay. Arlen, what are you doing?
I'm going to defuse this argument by opening the door to the lift.
Okay, fair enough. All right, so you guys are, so Pico is staying, Pico's down here. I'll just put him on the thing for now, and we will have you guys there. Katrina, you do see the sight of the others going in the lift. Do you follow or do you wait?
I would say she has no reason to follow. She's gonna stay put.
Very well. Tycho, are you staying to yourself then this whole time?
Yeah.
Okay, very well. So, before we get to them, I'll just say I'll have this, I'll get it up ready to go. Kemplar, we'll get to you first, my friend.
Okay.
So while the others are going up the lift, I won't bring the map back up just for the sake of this, but I'll bring the camera down to you down there. So Kemplar, as you are stood back and you see that Monty is helping out with the rest of the police and such, he does catch wind of you, and he does come over to you. I'll say that this is just at the doorway that leads heading down back into Moorville. So I'll say this is on the roof if you wanted a chance to chat to him.
All right.
So Monty's going to catch and goes, "Oh, Kemplar, are you not joining up with your friends?"
No, I kind of wanted to stick around here, ask you a couple questions, and make sure everything wraps up here.
Oh, you're wanting to help with the investigation?
Well, sort of, but I was also interested in the mega evolution that you did.
Oh, you're interested in my ability to soar higher with my Altaria?
Yeah. Is that how do you manage that?
Mega evolution?
Yeah.
Well, tell me, are you familiar with the concept at all? I would like you to roll a Pokemon education check for me, good sir.
Okie dokie, let me just...
Oh boy, here we go.
Yep, that's what I thought. Okay. Pokemon education, roll that. Can he help himself out?
No. No. I will say I found the weakness to Kemplar. He cannot help himself. In more ways than one. Okay. So Kemplar, you are familiar with the concept of mega evolution because you did witness it very earlier on in your journey as well with Angela.
Yeah, Angela used it.
Yeah, but as to the other mechanics and such, the only thing that you know of it is it mostly is involving how close of a bond between a trainer and a Pokemon is. But as to extra things about it, you're not too sure of.
Well, I know that it involves a bond with one's Pokemon, but I don't think I'd be able to do it at will right now with any of mine. Is there anything else that I'd be missing?
Well, to be specific, there is a bit more to it than just a bond. The bond is mostly important because that can work regardless of whether there is a Mega Evolution or not. But as to the form of Mega Evolution itself, why, that requires the use of a keystone.
That's up.
A keystone?
Indeed. Indeed. You see, hey Sugar, good to see you in chat. And Mai, thanks for the follow. Sorry, I just had to bring that up quick.
Oh, is that Mai?
Yes, that is Mai Akiyama.
Love you, dearest.
Oh?
Cute as fuck.
Yeah.
Floof's got a girlfriend.
Yeah, shush.
Fair enough. Okay, yeah. So yes, it requires the use of a keystone. You see, and as you can see, he twirls around, and there you see a sparkle that is on his. I'm trying to remember where I put the megastone on him before. I forgot. Did I mention it? I can't remember. All right, you know what? I'll retcon it now if it's the case. You see that underneath the coat, you see that he pulls his coat back, and you see that on the inside there is what looks like a small sunshine badge, but in the middle of that badge is a special-looking rainbow-like stone.
Huh. Blue doesn't occur naturally in nature, unless it's a Pokemon.
It's more than just a simple fashion sense, my good man. This is a keystone. You see, a keystone is what a trainer must acquire for a Pokemon to Mega Evolve, or is one part of it. The other is the Mega Stone itself.
Oh, okay. So the Mega Stone, is that something for the Pokemon to hold?
Indeed. For you see, and I'm hoping I remember my facts right, I'm hoping I do. You see, Mega Stones are special stones that certain Pokemon can utilize, and they can use it to break the boundaries that they have reached. For example, my Altaria is a prime example, gaining the power of Mega Evolution, making it be able to break the boundaries and become even more powerful than it could truly become. I believe there is a gym leader before that took over in Petalburg who has that same power too.
Yeah, we saw Angela use it briefly on our travels, but I thought it was something special that only she could do. I didn't know that more people could do it.
Anyone can do it. Why, even my little daughter can be able to do it if she has a tight-knit bond with her Pokemon. Certain Pokemon can evolve if they have the recurse of a keystone as well as a megastone. A keystone is easy to acquire, but the megastone itself is the tricky part. Only those who are able to find one can utilize it.
I'm gonna guess that they just aren't lying on the ground, are they?
No, sometimes you'll find them available in certain ways, but sometimes they could be lying on the ground if people are unlucky enough to drop them. But in the case of most things, you'll either find collectors holding on to them, or you may have to ask somebody excavating things, or you may just have to ask with a pretty please with sugar on top. You never know. But the point is that if you require one for yourself, you will have to look high and low. But they will never always be available. But that does not mean you must always require one, for I will give you a piece of advice, my young friend, and it's best that you and your comrades could take heart.
Ooh.
I'm all ears.
Mega Evolution is not just about that stone. Mega Evolution is fine and all, it makes you powerful. But just because you have power does not guarantee a victory. Why, even many times I have Mega Evolved and I have still got my butt thrown to the ground faster than I can blink.
That would make sense. I wouldn't, just because you'd be able to do it doesn't mean you'd be able to come out on top.
Indeed.
My dad used to talk about Z-moves for when I was a kid, and even those don't guarantee victory.
True. But that just proves that no matter where you go in the world, you could utilize what the world throws at you. But just because the world has many advantages does not mean it's a disadvantage later. The major thing you must remember is if your advantage goes wrong, learn to deal with that disadvantage and make it an advantage. Flip it on its head. Just because I have a Mega Evolution doesn't mean that it causes wrong. Because if my Mega Pokemon ends up fainting and failing me, why, that could put me in a bad spot. But that doesn't mean I don't have others who could take the spot too.
All right, is there any other restrictions I should know about Mega Evolution?
Well, most people only require the use of one Pokemon Mega Evolve to them, for the energy is really tough on them. So I would recommend that if you're going to find a team of Pokemon to acquire, only one may Mega Evolve at a time. But that does not mean that you can just do it when one faints and do it again.
All right. And I suppose the last question is like, which might lead into more questions thinking about it now. Do you know what Pokemon can Mega Evolve? Other than your Altaria and Angela's Breloom?
Why, there's quite a fair few of them. I know that some starting Pokemon, some legendaries, and some standard other Pokemon could acquire the means to Mega Evolve. There is still more out there that are food to be known. For all you know, there could be more out there than you could even imagine, even more than what could be known.
I
Why?
wonder if there's a Mega Joltik.
Well, I know that Mega Evolution mostly affects the final stage of evolution. As to one being a Mega Joltik, I would not be surprised, but as for Mega Galvantula, there could be one more likely for him if possible. But you never know what could be lurking in the ground below.
All right, yeah. I think that makes sense. All right, yeah, I can't think of anything else right now. Thanks for answering my questions, Monty.
My very pleasure. Why, just a quick question. Why are you inquiring about the Mega Evolution? Are you looking for one yourself?
Well, I want to take my friendship with my Pokemon even further. And I thought maybe Mega Evolution would help with that.
Mega Evolution can be used as he sort of puts his fingers to his chin, almost like a type of pose. Well, involving Mega Evolution, sure, it's a sign to say your bond has been tight. But that does not mean that you have the right to show it off like that. It's a result of your bond. Don't think of it as a mean to take it further beyond, but it's a mean to gain that power and push it further. The fact that you're willing to do it for friendship, that says a lot. But sometimes you're going to need more than a friendship to gain a victory.
Wait, it takes more than being friends with my comrades in order to attain victory?
Yes. Let me
buffering thing over Kevlar.
buffering.
Is not the answer?
Well, let me give you a simple question that is a very complicated thing to think about, mister. Kemplar, why do you become friends with people? Why do you become friends with Pokemon? What is your reason for friendship?
You know, I never once thought about it like that.
From what I can tell, you're always the type who loves to make friends. And there's nothing wrong with that. The same for everyone of your team, the same for everyone else out there. Who you trust, who you love, who you even go in a relationship with, or even who you visit a restaurant with. Or heck, even a random stranger you just bump into the street accidentally. The point is...
That last part's not going to be a problem for Templar.
None of that is the problem for
she's
Templar.
currently... Yeah, that one is currently going up an elevator.
Yes. But yeah, he goes, you must remember that friendship, while is a wonderful thing, it's what you do with that friendship. As he taps your heart area, what you do with that friendship is the only way you'll truly be able to understand what a bond is. That is an answer that I cannot really disclose any further, for that is what you believe is a friendship. And I'm sure the rest of your comrades have their own idea on what they think is a friendship. What matters most importantly to you is what's important to you, if you catch my drift.
I think I do. And if not, I think I'll figure out the answer at some point.
And you have already gained more knowledge than most others have. At that point, the police are calling over Monty, going, Monty! Oh, I suppose I should probably get back to them. Plus, your comrades are probably wondering where you've wandered off to. Maybe they might think you're making more friends again.
Yeah, I should probably go back to them. Probably say hi to everybody in Malville on the way. I've met them a few times before.
Very well, very well. Well, tell your comrades that if we discover something of importance, we'll try to pass it on in your way. But for now, I would probably focus on resting up after that confrontation. I would presume the fair maiden would require a bit of mead.
All right. We still good for brunch later, or do we want to postpone that?
We might have to postpone it for a fair bit if I'm stuck here, since I don't know. But if an opportunity comes up, then I'll make sure I treat us all to a nice meal. My treat this time.
All right. Well, I think we'll mostly be in the Pokemon Center till then, so I'll see you there.
Very well. Take care, Kemplar.
Bye-bye.
And
Kemplar will wander back.
all right, fair enough. Okay, so Kemplar, I'll say this lasts for a few minutes, and you get back into the center, and the only people you see on the lower level is Tycho and Louise. You do not see the sight of any of the other comrades you have in your team.
Okay.
Yeah. So do you do anything?
Closest person's Tycho.
Uh-oh.
So him first.
He's kind of staring blankly before Kemplar came to him.
Do we get to do that scene from Toy Story where Kemplar kind of just appears in his field of vision and goes, "Hello!"
I mean, if you want to.
God.
Hello!
God.
Seems like there's no sign of intelligent life anywhere.
and yet he's talking to the most intelligent one of the group.
Wait, Kemplar's the most intelligent one?
No, Tycho is.
Yeah.
I thought Tycho was Buzz Lightyear here.
Oh.
Okay, well, roll reversal, I guess. Okay, yeah. So Tycho, you're suddenly greeted by Kemplar.
He just takes his glasses off to rub his face. Don't do that.
Sorry. I just came back. Where did everybody else wander off to?
So, Tycho, at this point, this is now the moment where you realize that the only person you can see is Katrina.
Without saying anything else, turns himself around to look behind the couch. Sees that Katrina's there. You know what? I'm not sure. I've just been staring off into space, I guess.
Wait, you're able to stare off in space inside a building during the day?
I don't know where the others went.
Okay.
Well, I just imagine it's that scene from Digital Circus where it's just like, so back to the issue. Forget it. Forget what?
Oh my god, Tycho is definitely a Zooble.
Well, enough about that. What do you think? Let's talk about me.
All right. I'll go see if Katrina knows. I'll let you get back into looking at all the stars. How does he do that? Kemplar says as he walks away.
Yeah, sure, whatever.
So, Tycho, just remind me what it is you're doing? So are you just there just thinking about not being able to speak to Elizabeth? Is that the major plan?
Yeah. He's just sitting there thinking.
Okay. Just wanted to make sure, just if I need to go something else with that, okay?
Yeah, having time to himself.
Okay. Kemplar, you do see Katrina. What is Katrina doing at this moment? Is she doing anything else besides waiting on was it Puppet she's waiting on?
Yeah, she's waiting on Puppet.
Okay. Is she doing anything else right now?
Right now she's just keeping to herself, just kind of gazing up at the ceiling. She kind of pulls out her Pokeballs, trying to debate which Pokemon she should let out for a bit, for like, you know, just because she's kind of bored and wants someone to talk to.
Kempla, you see Louise, you see Katrina essentially just thinking over as she's looking at her, looking at the team members.
Okay. Kemplar will call out to Katrina. Hey there!
Hmm? She looks up.
You see Kempla.
Oh, hi. She kind of puts away her Pokeballs.
Hey, Katrina. Do you know where everybody else wandered off to?
They were there. She points to over here, where up to the front. But then they left. And she points to the lift, which is not on screen, so I'm just gonna...
Yeah. Yeah, that's fine, that's fine. I should have made a gap when I made the map.
They went upstairs. Okay. Well, that's one mystery solved.
Yeah. Yes. What is your opinion of the red one?
My opinion of her is I don't know her name. I'd like to learn it.
I see. She kind of stands up. It has been a day.
It's been a morning, man. I don't think it's even noon yet.
Right now you can see that the time is about 11:30 in the morning.
Yeah, it isn't even noon yet.
Katrina kind of plays with her hair a bit. Am I really their daughter?
I don't see why you wouldn't be.
She kind of lifts up a strand of her silver hair as, like, kind of to emphasize her point. I think I look like them, but my hair doesn't match theirs. She then points to her eye. She then actually, what color were her parents' eyes again?
If I can remember correctly, let me look in the right people here. Actually, cannot remember. They actually do both have the same color eyes as you. I can officially say that because I'm pretty sure of that.
All right, so it's just the hair that's off.
The hair that's off, yes.
Yeah. My eyes are similar to theirs, but my hair. Why is it different?
Well, it might be due to your connection with ghost-type Pokemon.
Maybe. Did I always have hair like this?
Well, that's not a question that I would be able to answer. We'd have to ask your parents if you always had hair like that.
True. Though, another question remains.
Yeah?
Who was Louise Manor-Woods? And why was that the one name I remembered?
Yeah, that's a good question, too. I don't know the answer to that either. Anything from your memories that you could, or that you can think of? Why that might be the case?
She kind of mulls that question over and kind of searches her memories. Maybe that girl.
That girl?
Yes. The one who I may have seen die. Or maybe she's not dead.
Oh, yeah, that's a point. I'm gonna guess that you said her name was Louise.
Maybe. I don't. I mean, it's been a while. It's been some time.
Yeah, so you go on.
She looks over at Kemplar. I never got to say thank you.
To me or to the other girl?
You.
Oh, well, you're welcome.
I mean it. Without you, I would never think much about these memories. They would just be reminders. Like ghosts. Wisps on the wind.
I'm not normally one to dwell on the past, but in your case, it's a little different. By helping you understand your own past, I get to understand you a little bit more as a friend. And that's part of the why I do it. The other part is, especially after yesterday, you've had some life in your eyes for the first time in what feels like ages.
She kind of looks at him, looks down, and then just smiles. It's a small smile. I suppose that's fair. Then she kind of meets his eyes. I'm glad we are friends.
I'm glad we're friends too, Katrina.
This is so wholesome.
On the topic of friends, shall we go meet up with everybody upstairs? Maybe we can get the identity of the red girl.
Yeah. Her smile kind of fades.
Except finding Nemo scared. I'm so happy. Good feelings gone.
but then she's like,
That's just her natural state of being.
very well. Might as well.
Very well, might as well. I love it.
Hey, you don't have to make make such a face.
Talk with Ashlyn upstairs. 1 tin AMBDKDL3.
Okay, I get it now. Oh, okay. Well, her name is Ashlyn.
Yeah, so at this point, Katrina, Kemplar, and Tycho, you all receive the same, you all receive this text.
Fortunately, Tycho hasn't stared into space that deep in order to not notice. So he'll just get up and go upstairs.
Okay, so as Kemplar and Katrina, as you are getting this message, you see the sight of Tycho walking in your direction towards the way to the upper area.
All right. Well, shall we go and speak to our new friend?
She's not my friend. But
Yeah.
you know, that's fine.
All right, so you three head upstairs then.
Yep.
Yep.
Very
She's not
well.
my friend yet.
She's not my friend yet. Stares at you and glares. Okay, so.
Still not much of a people person.
Oops. You don't need to see it from my end. What just happened?
What just happened?
Never mind. Don't look. Pay no attention to the man. Pay no attention to the man who's faffing around with tokens. Okay.
When someone tells me not to worry about something, I start worrying about it.
Welcome to the land of the DM. Okay, let me get rid of the tokens in question. Sadly, goodbye, my friend. Oh, hey, we got hit with a deluxe charge. Oh, thanks, Dean.
You're welcome.
Yes,
Okay.
thank you for the deluxe charge.
I always love doing that line. I'm sorry, that's one of my favorites. All right, I'll also put your name badge on your character at some point, Kristen. I'll pop it on your character later. Okay, so Holly, Arlen, Momoko, and Ashlyn. Ashlyn. What am I wording today? I am so sorry. I am so sorry. Anyway, so which DM will
Sorry,
remember
carry
that. Anyway, so where are you taking Ashlyn at this point, everyone? Where are you taking Ashlyn?
We're gonna take her to a room.
Okay.
Which one?
I have a question. Is there a room that is vacant?
At the moment, it's implied that you guys were staying the one night and not doing another. So technically, when you guys leave, there is some rooms that are vacant. One room is taken, though. Actually, you know what? Let me just let me do a
Ash
DM.
mentioned she had a room. Ash mentioned she had a room.
Okay. Yeah. Which room?
No clue. Which ones were taken by everyone else, if you remember?
Oh yeah. So pretty much they took every one of them. The only one that was not taken for the night, I believe, was, if I look at my notes, if I get it right here, this one.
So that yellow, the green one, that's fine. Yeah, she can she can be in there.
Oh,
that's
no.
fine.
Oh, no.
This one.
I was
This
just
one. This
pointing
one.
out the one. I was just pointing out the one that that Tycho has.
Yeah, I made my
Hold
notes
on.
and things. So it's
Oh,
these.
you're up there. Oh, okay.
Yeah,
that's fine.
this one
Yeah,
here.
that's fine. Yeah, you guys can take her to that one.
Yeah, because the parents took the double room on the end there, I believe. So yeah, so Ashlyn leads you there. So she mentions there. So with the help of Ashlyn helping you, pointing in that direction, she helps you into the room where she was, and I believe you just set her down on the bed. From the looks of it, is that right?
Yeah. She's just gonna sit on the edge, basically.
Okay, so Holly and Momoko, you both set her down on the bed, and basically, you see that the room is similar to you guys. There is the sight of a backpack to the side, but apart from that, the room is pretty much the same way as it was.
Yeah, it's just it's a decently sized duffel bag that is themed after a luxury ball.
Oh, I love we came up with this.
Thank you. God, I hate stairs.
Maybe it would have been best if they built like an elevator.
What are you doing over there?
Well, we did go up the lift, actually. Never mind.
Yeah, you guys mentioned a lift, so
Well,
yeah,
I'm gonna
wasn't.
reword that. I'm gonna say, thank God I didn't have to go up the stairs. Hooray for lifts.
That's fair. So before we get to the three that are just coming up, by the way, just as a heads up, we'll stick with the group for a bit, and I'll mention when you three are able to come into the area. Okay?
Okie dokers.
Okay.
All right. Carry on, you four. Oh, Mom Bogdan. Never mind.
Please stand by.
So how's everybody
Okay,
doing?
hello. Sorry.
What? Are you all right?
Yes, she's just telling me that she's going to bed and then spends 5 minutes talking about shit that's not relevant.
Oh no.
Fair enough.
No, it's fine. Anyway, yeah. Was anything asked or anything? Yeah, the other thing.
Not yet,
something was
no.
asked to her. No, okay.
That was kind of an awkward silence.
The last part of the conversation that you guys had before coming into the room was obviously the that there was something that was not for prying eyes or
Right, that's
open
right.
ears.
So, what exactly happened?
It's quite a tale, I suppose. Let me just... She's gonna reach over for the duffel bag, kind of like drag it over to herself, and she's gonna open it. First of all, she's gonna bring out like a piece of paper and then just move the bag away from her. This is relevant, surprisingly. Do any of you know my name at all? Recognize me at all?
Those of you who are in the room... actually, you've only mentioned the first name at the moment, haven't you?
No, she said her surname.
Okay. Yeah, go ahead. For those of you who are in the room, could you make a general education check or make a... Do we have history in this world again?
No.
I don't think you have
No, I don't.
history
No.
now.
Okay, then make general education for me, please. Ooh, 9 there, a 10, and a 9 for Momoko. Okay, to you guys, nothing rings an obvious bell to you guys for some reason. Nothing just comes to mind.
That feel when you get a higher roll than someone who got a 6.
Doesn't ring any bells.
No, sorry.
I'm gonna wait for Momoko to give a response first, considering she's also here.
No, that name doesn't. No, it doesn't ring a bell.
She's gonna look a little surprised at this, actually. That's a first. A thankful first. Okay, God, where do I begin? Okay,
Don't you mean Arceus? Where do I begin?
Floof,
Sorry, carry on.
Tycho just sneezes as all of a sudden he thinks that there is a hammer above his head.
Hey, whoa.
All right.
Sorry. Anyway.
okay, take it you've seen the artwork that's down below, yes?
Oh,
Yeah.
the one with the shadow Lugia?
Aye. That was made by me.
Oh. Well, it looked really good, though. I had to ask. I think you might have gotten Lugia's colors wrong. Oh, I don't think I've seen a black one.
No, I did not. If you don't know about the fact that you've never seen a purple one, then you clearly don't know the comings and goings of what happened in the Aura region quite a long time ago.
No, I don't. Sorry.
That's fine. I can give a quick explanation. Essentially, a very not so great organization were turning Pokemon, including Lugia, into a thing called Shadow Pokemon. Lugia was meant to be their one big massive project that was supposed to be unable to be fixed.
Oh, that sounds awful. Did they manage to help those Pokemon?
Yes, someone managed to fix all of them, but the reason I bring this up is because I am the daughter and also granddaughter of the leaders of that organization.
Oh,
Hold the fucking phone, wait.
Sorry, dear. Sorry.
Have you ever heard of a man called Eldaz before? Grievel, possibly. Or the name of a team called Cypher.
With your 3 roles, by the way, the 3 of you have not heard of this name before. No.
I believe my family stays away from war. No offense.
What? No.
I take it that as a no from all of you, considering the silence and staring?
Hold on, out of character, but is it the fucking the end boss from Colosseum?
Not Colosseum.
Think the one where
Sweet.
Lugia was
Gale of
from.
Darkness. Gales of Darkness. That's the one they're talking about.
Yeah.
So,
Correct.
okay.
Yep.
Names don't. None of the names ring a
Oh, the
bell.
bald cunt! Oh,
Do you remember the guy in the floating chair, the old man?
yeah, him.
That's her grandfather.
Yes.
That's her grandfather.
Oh, the old guy.
Yeah, the old dude. So essentially, if you know the character of Grievel from Pokemon XD, that is her grandfather. And the guy with the red hair and the red and black outfit, that is her father.
And what outfit is our little friend new wearing?
And what's the color of her hair?
Oh. Wait, but he has 2.
So Ardos would technically be her. Oh God, what is that term?
Uncle.
Yeah, uncle. He's her uncle. So the blue one is
Oh.
her uncle, the red one is her father, and then the old man with the floating chair, that's her grandfather.
Oh my god. Okay, I didn't see.
Ah, I'm so glad this worked.
Crumbs.
I didn't. Oh, I just saw his teeth. I saw his teeth. Oh.
Anywho.
We've been sitting on that one we were sitting on that one for months.
Yes. Crimson is the only person who got it correct that Eldez was her father.
Well done, Crimson Trooper.
Wow.
You're the only one who got it.
Yeah, everyone else got it wrong. Or didn't guess.
I've never played. To be fair, I've never played this game.
Anyway,
Anywho.
let's focus back on track.
Essentially, yeah. My dad was an admin for that group, and my granddad was the founder and the one who made Lugia that way in the first place.
Oh. I'm so sorry.
You're sorry. She's confused by that response, but just kind of
like that. I can imagine it wasn't easy to have 2 family members turning Pokemon into shadow evil versions.
trust me, it's not.
And
Putting it nicely, it's not.
did they I guess whoever managed to help the shadow Pokemon, I'm guessing they managed to stop them?
Yes. All of the shadow Pokemon were fixed by somebody by the name of Michael. But after that happened, my family, or at least my dad and my granddad, left Or to reform, basically. And they had, my dad fell in love, had me, blah 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 blah. And so we eventually lead up to today, where I am doing these artworks. Those people that had me on the roof, they found me because of the artwork that we are currently above. The one that's downstairs, the Lugia.
Momoko's gonna raise her hand because she has a question.
Aye.
If your grandfather and father discontinued their research, did anyone pick up after?
Hell no. God's sake, if somebody picked up afterwards, there would be another bloody world disaster. We don't need a second one.
Momoko then places her hand over her chest and gives a sigh of relief and says, "Thank God no one ever picked up."
God, if somebody picked up, I'd fucking try and stop them myself, but that's not relevant.
But
If they're not chasing you for hypothetical research, what are they chasing you for?
didn't you mention that you took something from them?
Aye, I was getting
Yeah.
there. They found me because of the artwork I had been placing around. They approached me, asked me about joining their team or whatever the hell. And I played along just to see where that would go. Went into one of their bases with them, they showed me around it. Found out they were bad news. So I nicked some stuff for them. That being the Manectric you saw me with, Seth, was something they had, as well as this. And she holds up the piece of paper.
Is this the
I
piece of paper I
heard-
think it is?
Yes, she's kind of holding it up. It's like folded. They had this weird ass list thing, and I heard someone had a Pokemon by the name of Puppet.
That would be Katrina.
And you, and she's gonna gesture at Holly, I'm gonna guess you also have something they want. Am I wrong?
Well, no, I also had a bit of a them as well.
Momoko's brain is immediately going to the Absol that Holly currently has.
And I essentially they Holly had his heart like really getting nervous here as she tries to like spill her words out, and essentially they kidnapped me, and they wanted to try and take an Absol, a very special Absol from me. Though I wouldn't let them. I refuse.
Mochi's gonna instantly just sort of hug your leg as best it can.
Would this be like a calming hug, like a way of saying calm down, it's all right?
Essentially, yeah. Mochi's trying. By the way, as you're reacting to this, the rest of you on the outside, you can hear the sound of a Holly getting nervous, and as you are looking around the rooms and such, and you hear the sound of a very nervous Holly from inside one of the rooms.
Well, she's getting a bit upset now. Like
Okay.
remembering the trauma.
That's fair. Kempla, Tycho, and Katrina, could I have the three of you roll a perception check to see if you can discern the room, or if it'll be a bit more time before you find out which one?
Right, perception went too far. No, I didn't.
Perception.
No, I went too far. No, I went too far then. There we go. Oh, perception.
Oh!
Ooh.
Okay, 1 for Tycho. 9. Okay.
What the heck?
So, Katrina and Tycho, you're busy focusing on what you think this is all going to mean, or why is this sudden, like, meet up with the friend, like, discussing what you think it is in your own mind, what you're feeling. Kemplar!
What the meeting is going to be about.
Yeah, Kemplar, the moment you get get past the first set of rooms, you instantly hear the sound of a very nervous and getting more upset Holly coming from the room that is further down.
Oh, but okay.
His Templar senses are tingling.
A friend is in distress. We gotta go. Holly sounds nervous in this other room down here. And he's gonna start moving down there.
You gonna follow?
Fair enough. Gonna follow. Tycho, are you doing anything?
Following them.
Okay. So as you guys make your way, you hear the sound of Holly getting even more upset. What do you do?
Knock on the door.
The rest of you in the room, you hear this knocking.
Not heavy, just...
Holly then lets her go.
Ashlyn is gonna immediately stare skeptically at the wall and slowly reach for the lamp.
Okay.
Well,
And at this point,
it's alright.
And at this point, Momoko's gonna slowly go to the door and ask who's on the other side.
Okay, Momoko's gonna go. Okay, so go ahead, Momoko.
That's Kemplar's knock.
Oh.
Who's there?
Who?
It's Kemplar and Tycho and Katrina.
Oh, I was gonna have Tycho's.
Okay, after Momoko hears their names, she opens the door.
Okay.
Ashlyn now stops reaching for the lamp.
All right. Yeah, Holly.
Holly then turns to there are other friends. Don't worry.
So as Momoko, as you open the door, you all now see the sight of two male figures and a female figure who are very familiar to all of you, and to Ashlyn, you do recognize them as some of the people who were there on the roof at the time.
Right, okay. That's fine.
Come on in. We're
Alright.
having a bit of a talk.
Okay.
Kevlar, go straight in.
She just stands in the doorway for a moment before walking in.
Okay.
I'll have Tycho be sitting in this chair.
Very well. Now all of you do get a good look at the figure who's there now on the bed. And you see Ashlyn is there, partially reeling back from going to grab a lamp.
Yeah, you're she slowly began reaching for it, but as soon as she it was said, "Oh, there are friends," she stopped reaching for it and is now sitting back normally.
Why were you reaching for? You know what? Never mind.
In my defense, I just got attacked this morning.
Momoko then looks at Tycho and says, "You don't want to know."
Anyway, what I'm holding is very important to them, apparently. They've been looking for me since I took this. It's a weird list of legendary names and other names next to it. I don't know what on earth it means, but it mentions a puppet, and it mentions a bunch of other names as well.
May I have a look at that, please?
I'm gonna want to take a look at this as well.
She just kind of holds it out and just lets anyone take it from her.
Momoko then takes it from her and unfolds it.
Okay. So, Momoko, as you open the envelope, you see that this piece of paper has a lot of names on it. But to be specific, there is a lot of legendary Pokemon names written on it, with next to them a load of either blanks or question marks. However, there are a few with some names written by them. They are the following. I hope everyone's ready to write stuff down. I get the feeling everyone's...
Wait, I'm not ready.
Oh my god.
Yeah, you're gonna want to note this.
Okay, hope everyone's ready for this one. I'll post it in the chat here in a second, but I'll bring it up to you. So, you see the following have actual names written by the side of them. They are Articuno, Snowfall, Zapdos, Titanstorm.
These are all one word, by the way.
Snowfall?
Are these the name of fucking like paradox
And
Pokemon?
what was the next one?
No,
so-
I think I know what this is.
Yeah, I'll run through the list before you speculate any further. So I'll do it again. So Articuno, Snowfall, Zapdos, Titan Storm, Ho-Oh, Hope Reviver, Kyogre, Deep Blue,
Yeah.
Giratina, Puppet, Terrakion, Emperor, Cobalion, Sia,
What was Terrakion again?
Emperor,
Okay.
Cobalion, Sia,
Okay.
Zekrom, Living Jolt, and Cosmog, Diverge Rift.
The little guy has one too?
Yep, the little guy got one too, and I'm going to post it here on the Roll20 chat for you there.
Cosmog what?
Yay.
Diverge
Okay.
Rift.
Okay, after Momoko looks through the list,
I'm
she
updated.
has
Well,
the-
there's something I need to update.
Okay. Okay, after Momoko reads the list, she hands it to Kemplar so he can look it over as well. You might want to take a look at this.
And Kemplar's going to start reading through it.
No,
A look of realization is going to go across his face.
He's gonna get
Oh.
up. He's gonna get up from his chair
Momoko has that same
upon
look.
seeing Kemplar's reaction.
Momoko has that same look that Kemplar has. Like, actually, well, Momoko's look is more like an oh crap look.
Okay.
Now that's the kind of look that Kemplar has.
So,
Yeah.
What
Yeah,
is it?
Katrina's gonna hold her hand out.
Okay, and Kemplar's going to pass the list to Louise.
She looks at the list. She recognizes a few names and her eyes go wide.
Yuvi.
Alan will take
Oop.
the list next.
She passes over to
oh.
Arlen.
You know,
What?
yeah, Tycho's gonna look at it too while it's in Arlen's hand.
That's fine. Where is Tapu Fini on the list, and is it blank or is it question marks?
Tapu Fini is blank.
Tapu Fini.
Okay, just speculating then. Maybe the blank names are the legendaries that might still be around. The question marks are the ones that have passed, but they don't know who's who.
Either way,
Oh, Holly's going to go over as well. So, Arlen, as you look, are you looking over Holly while the other two lads are reading it?
Oh,
Wait,
sorry,
is Holly
Holly.
looking over Holly?
Sorry.
it's Holly reading with Arlen and Tycho is what he meant.
Yes.
Let me get bold.
Alan's going to move it so Holly can get a good look.
Okay, there we go.
Yep. So, Holly, you get a good look at the list now.
Upon seeing Deep Blue on there, yeah, Tycho's eyes go wide as well. Oh my.
This is.
Okay,
I think we all know what this list is.
Ashlyn is looking around all of you and being like, I have no idea what that list meant at all. I
well,
feel like
if I
you
had
to-
might.
If I had to guess, it is probably a
Kemplar's
hit
going to
list.
stop Tycho.
Okay. Yep. Okay. So, Kemplar's going to stop Taco.
If you want to know what this list is, you're gonna be stuck with us for a while. Is that okay?
What do you mean by that?
Well,
She's not looking concerned.
It's something that's this list. All right, you're gonna be stuck with us, but this list contains the names of Pokemon that will become legendaries, or have passed, and their identity is unknown.
Ashlyn's gonna look at you blankly and then go, Are you off your bloody rocker?
No, Kyogre's dead.
Momoko,
What do you mean Kyogre's dead? What?
I think Lena's trying to say
Sorry,
too.
sorry, Lena. You go first.
Okay, Momoko is after hearing Ashlyn ask if everyone's off their rockers, Momoko is looking at her and shaking her head no.
Oh.
And then after that, when Kemplar says Kyogre's dead, she'll go, "What do you mean Kyogre's dead?"
Well, we've met his, I guess the word would be successor, of Waylord. named Deep Blue.
Successor? What?
Maybe we should try to explain exactly what's happening. This is
all right.
If we are,
Let's do our best. And Kempo's gonna go up. He's gonna pull down like one of those projector screens, seemingly out of nowhere. He's gonna pull out one of those. He's gonna pull out one of those long teaching sticks. And he's gonna,
like an anime pull out a full screen moment.
yes.
Hang on, I think we got Togo talking. Sorry, so I think Momoko and Taiko were doing some response too. I think.
Well, now, Momoko has a question for Kemplar.
I'm guessing it's where did that come from?
No, not exactly.
Okay.
Are you a magician or something?
No, my dad taught me how to do this a long time ago.
There we go.
Okay, is your dad a magician?
No, he was a Pokemon trainer at one point.
Sure, he was a. Are you sure he was a Pokemon, not a magician?
Yeah.
Are you absolutely 100%?
Just imagine this loop going on for nearly 5 minutes, like Momoko's.
Should probably be
Mama,
the least of our worries.
Yeah, no, for right now we gotta tell our new friend here, Ashlyn, right?
Aye, Ashlyn. Or Ash for short, if you can't be bothered saying the second syllable.
Nice to meet you, Ashlyn. My name is Kemplar, and here's the whole gist of
Hi.
what's going on.
She's so baffled.
So, in recent times, legendary Pokemon have been mysteriously disappearing. Now, especially since and in place of these legendary Pokemons are their successors. Now, we've had the opportunity to meet with one of these successors, which is Deep Blue. Next slide, please. Deep Blue is a Wailord that is currently the big name of the ocean. And he has the ability to communicate with people telepathically.
He can do
Yeah.
that.
He can communicate with people telepathically. Now, Wailord here gave us some explanations. He is the successor to Kyogre, and the reason he is the successor to Kyogre is because Kyogre is dead. So, at some point in the near future, Deep Blue is going to evolve, and he will become the new Kyogre.
As you're doing this, all of a sudden there's Katrina just sitting at the desk.
Ashlyn's face has not changed from baffled, mind-blowing, confused, anything that is a synonym of being confused. That is her currently.
I love all
Bewildered,
of this.
even.
We're pulling out the whole damn thesaurus.
You've pulled out the fourth wall, revealed the room inside, and didn't put it back up yet.
Yeah, no. Kemplar's got to go through the rest of his explanation.
Go ahead.
Next slide, please. We've also learned of a few other potential successors as well, but for their safety, we're not going to go over all of them, especially since that those names aren't on that list. Now, with that in mind, there is a subsection of law enforcement who is being tasked with protecting these legendary candidates, as we're calling them, who will then evolve and become the new legendary Pokemon.
Right.
And because you got the list, they're gonna want to see this list. So whether you like it or not, you're now involved. I'm sorry.
Oh, bloody brilliant. She's gonna lean back and rest a hand on her head and start rubbing her hair.
And she's gonna find herself in one of the school chairs Send the other one to the test.
All of a sudden, it's just a mess.
More desks.
Oh. Okay,
Yeah.
so what I gather, legendaries are dying
Yes.
somehow. They're picking successors, and these guys want the successors? Is that what you're telling me?
Well, not exactly. Here's how Team Lone Wolf factors into this. We believe that, next slide please, that they are personally going out of their way to sabotage the events of these. They're going out of their way to sabotage this system of succeeding legendary Pokemon. Tapu Fini. We've actually got. Hello. Wait, hold on. Who joined? Who do I have to yell
Just
at?
me. Just me.
It was
Relax.
just
Okay.
yeah.
Don't
Well,
worry.
you
I
can yell it
think
down
Dal's
now.
getting ready with soundboard, probably.
Yes.
Yeah.
Continue.
Now, we've learned recently that one of these Pokemon that is on that list has undergone a infection of sorts. And it's came about the process of this Pokemon, of the successor, gaining this essence of the legendary Pokemon. Team Lone Wolf interfered with this process, messing everything up. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think they killed the successor.
They
And-
took advantage of Tapu Bulu, who had been affected.
I thought,
So it was
wasn't
Tapu.
Fini?
Yeah, Tapu Bulu was one who was so basically, or to put it for your knowledge, Tapu Bulu and Tapu Fini were two of them that had been affected. Tapu Fini was managed to have been saved when Team Lone Wolf tried to attack and intervene, but Tide managed to intervene and protect Tapu Fini. Tapu Bulu, on the other hand, was not so lucky. But Tapu Fini, even though there's been talk that it chose the candidate, it was still being affected by what was affecting it.
Yeah, okay. Anyways, Team Lone Wolf went out of their way to prevent this process from happening, so we believe they're going out of their way to purposely kill these legendary Pokemon. And that list you have there, that's probably their list of Pokemon that they need, or rather their hit list.
Oh, God's sake. I'm gonna keep rubbing. She's gonna keep rubbing her face.
Excuse me, Professor Kimpler. Will this be on the test next week?
No, no, I don't do tests.
Louis, look at Trina's just trying her best to clap to Kemplar.
Yay, no tests.
Right, okay. Well, that makes it even more.
If I could just have Tycho say something about that no test thing.
Yeah, go ahead.
Well, that's a shame. Wait, why am I rolling with this?
As he says this, the room just fades back into the normal room, like, poof.
Yeah, no, like, now the whole illusion is ruined. And Gamboy doesn't have the teaching stick anymore.
Yeah. No, you find what it was a teaching stick, you'll now find that you are holding your backpack in a weird way.
And again, you've made scribbles all over the window blinds.
No, there's no scribbles. He doesn't have a marker. It's not in his inventory.
Ashlyn is currently now just sat on the bed, just leaning back, kind of like, oh yeah.
Yeah, accurate, yeah. Oi.
I'm
Oh
never
my
gonna
God.
understand you.
Anyway, now we're gonna have to get Rook involved.
Okay, so you weren't here when I said, but I also stole a Manectric from them. Seth.
Oh, well, from Team Lone Wolf?
Aye.
Oh,
It was
then
one of the
everything's fine.
things What do you mean everything's fine?
It's okay to steal from the bad guys.
Well, I mean, obviously, but like,
Yes.
If you don't mind me asking, since you stole the Manectric from, what were they planning to do with the Manectric?
I don't know. I
Was,
just kind of decided they were bad news, nicked it, and ran. I've been running since.
The two conclusions I can probably come to, and you can stop me if it sounds stupid, but either Seth was going to be used as a weapon against the legendary candidates, or is himself a legendary candidate.
What?
If Manectric is a legendary candidate, he might turn into an electric legendary.
Well, that doesn't quite line up, because we know who Seer is, and he's not going to turn into a Dark-type legendary.
Why did I think it was? Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you guys know that Seer had been informed. You guys have been informed that Seer would become Cobalion.
Yep.
Yeah.
I don't know why I thought Cobalion was dark fighting.
No, he's
That's
steel
what I thought,
type.
like,
He's
I
steel
don't know why
type.
my mind just
Steel.
thought, oh, Cobalion is dark fighting.
Yeah.
Steel fighting. Steel
Steel fighting.
Yeah, steel fighting.
Yeah, no. This,
All right, I'm gonna check. Okay, who has the list right now?
I've got the list.
Okay, she holds out her. Katrina holds out her hand.
Oh, that list. No, then Arlen has it.
Yeah,
How's it?
Arlen's got that.
Okay, she walks up to Arlen, holds out her hand.
Shakes it. No, gives it the list.
Yeah, she opens the list. She's gonna check to see if Seth's name is on the list.
Seer is on the list.
Yeah, I know, Seer. I'm talking about the Manectric she has.
Oh, you look over the list. Seth is not written on the list.
It's not.
Didn't you s-
No, no,
Oh, wait,
it's-
DM, didn't you say there was also like legendary names that are like that the next to them, which we had the candidates that are blanked out?
Yes.
There's blank names, and then there's names with question marks.
Yes.
Question
So
marks.
some of that list have no names at all, nothing written next to them. Some of them have question marks. Some of them have an actual name. The ones that do have a name is all there on the screen that I put up for you guys there.
All right, which ones don't have the names?
Which ones, just confirming, which ones do not have anything, or which ones have a question mark, or which one you're referring to, Del?
Both.
Essentially, the rest of the legendaries are on the screen.
Every other one.
Okay, so mute. So
Right. The only one
okay,
that we
the
can
question,
say is
question.
probably not dead is a Zelf that we saw at the beginning of our
Yes,
journey.
Azelf is the only one you got as a confirmation from a legendary. That's the only legendary you saw, which Holly was the one who saw.
Yeah.
all right. So we'll put in the Lake Guardians.
Is the list a complete
Okay,
list of
so
all the
question.
legendaries then?
Okay.
Sorry, what was that, Aeon?
Is the list a complete list of legendaries or just like a partial list?
To put it in a simple term, to break the immersion of what the list is, the list is a current list of legendary Pokemon, for the sake of all things to bring up there. It is legendary Pokemon that do not include the Paldea region and above. So anything that is Gen 8 or below is on it. So that means to put it on a term, the list goes all the way up to Calyrex.
Okay. Question: does Mewtwo count on this list?
Mewtwo's name is on the list.
Oh. Okay.
And in fact, I will tell you, because Brownie's going to be a fair little DM, since you have the list, I will bring up which ones have question marks next to them.
Alrighty.
So the ones that have question marks next to them, there are 10 with question marks.
Okay. I'm just putting up all the names that I can remember.
Yep. So the names, so the ones that have question marks are Moltres,
Moltres. Okay. Okay.
Latias, and Latios.
Okay. Okay. Latias and Latios.
Xerneas and Yvartal.
Oh, that's bad.
Yeah. Xerneas and
Yvartal, the Y legendary, basically.
Yveltal. Alright.
Blackbird.
Yep. Rayquaza, or Rayquaza, whichever you prefer. I said it both ways, so everyone's happy.
Rayquaza.
We're not getting into that discussion now.
Okay.
Victini.
A Victini? Oh wait, they're
That's
legendary, aren't
mythical.
they?
Yes.
Yeah, of course the Victini is the base, so that is a base mystical.
So,
The line between mythical and legendary is a slim margin, so
Yeah.
so it's not.
Yeah, they are different classifications, but the majority of people classify
Yeah.
them as different. But they are officially described as different
yeah,
categories.
I can tell you the only star powerful Pokemon that are not in these lists about this is anything that's paradox related. Anything that's mythical, legendary, or to give the other category, sub-legendary, are in this list.
Wait, you
I hope
said
you
no
didn't put
power.
Ultra Beasts on there because they're not counted.
Ultra Beasts, according to this, are classed as subs, according to Bulbapedia and
They're not
Cerebi.
legendaries though.
Five,
They're not
That's-
legendaries.
Wait.
Probably shouldn't count for Ultra Beasts because let's face it, they're
Yeah.
from another dimension entirely.
Yeah,
Yeah,
let me
they're
sc-
not legendaries.
Then let me
Wait,
scrap. Then let me scrap one of the question marks very quickly.
Yeah, because the reason we know they're not legendaries is because there was a quiz that came out after Gen 7 released, and it asked which of these Pokemon is not a legendary, and Pheromosa was the answer.
Good to know. Okay.
That and we saw two freaking Xurkitree together. So
Yeah, Cerebi counts them as
Oh.
sub-legendaries because of the coding. Not
Yeah.
because
Okay.
of-
What's up, Caitlin?
Quick question. Did you say is Paradox not on the list?
Paradoxes are not on this because they are Paldea
they're not-
region.
they're not- Yeah, they don't count. Yeah.
Sorry, Caitlin. I
Paradoxes.
know who you're looking for, and it's not here.
Oh my boy!
No
Too bad.
Maridon.
Caitlin, it could just be that Team Lone Wolf are a separate team out dealing with that.
Wait,
either that or they've
the-
decided. Either that or there's just too much shit going on in
Oh wait,
Paldea that they don't want to deal with
this
it.
is Team Lone Wolf, so let's never mind.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yes.
Can you just so I've lost track of where I am? Can anyone read back the
You
question
said
mark ones?
Victini.
Okay.
Victini
Okay,
is
so-
the
Okay.
next
Right.
one.
Give me the list again, just so I know. I need to know what I
So
said.
you give
Question
us
marks you listed
Moltres,
were-
Latios, Rayquaza, Victini, Xerneas, and Yveltal.
Okay. The other
That
ones
is-
are Darkrai,
Oh, okay. Darkrai.
Meloetta,
Okay.
and
Meloetta.
yeah. And the last one on the list, I hope I did my math right and said these here. The last one is Hooper.
Hoop.
But the weird thing is the Hooper one does have question marks, but the question marks are written in a different font.
Like what font?
That
So
makes sense.
shut up.
You know what? I'll just put it. I'll just
Yeah.
put it on italics.
Let me rephrase that. It is question mark there, but it's not black text. The Hooper one is written in gold text.
Right. 1, 2, 3,
Oh wait.
5, 6,
Wait,
7, 8, 9, 10.
Oh no! I noticed the list doesn't have the I don't see Celebi or Diancie or Magina
Oh.
or
Oh, I
That's
forgot
because
to
you
put
only
in.
give us
Oh,
the
I forgot to
ones-
put in Celebi.
Yeah,
And-
that's because it's only the list that have question marks.
Yeah,
We got
those are the
that.
ones. Yeah, those are the ones that have
Assume that-
question marks. All the others are blank.
Was the answer
Yeah,
on
that-
the list, or was that later, Jen?
Yeah, so just to verify the list again, just so everyone's can be perfectly clear, every legendary, mythical, and sub is written on the paper. But the ones that I've disclosed are the ones with question marks next to them.
All right, I'm just putting everything here just so that we have it.
If you need to write down every legendary and follow it to the note, by all means do that.
Hey, gotta be thorough here.
That's true. But yeah, that's what you have on the list.
All right.
I mean,
oh wait, hold on.
looking at the list,
Hold on. We missed a few legendaries. Give me one minute.
Which one?
Let's see. I don't see.
Manaphy?
No. Oh yeah, Manaphy.
Yeah, there's a lot of. We can fix out the list properly later.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Fair
let's take care of that
Don't
later.
do it now, because
So
if we do it
let
now,
it-
we're gonna spend all evening.
Yes.
We're gonna be here,
Yeah,
we'll be
that's
here
a lot
all
of
evening if
listening.
we focus on this.
Yeah, you guys can
I need
handle
to
that. You
update.
guys can handle that after the session if you need to. There's plenty of time. But yeah,
Yeah.
that's the current situation that you guys have.
All right.
so Arlen looks at Katrina's scanning the list and says, if you're trying to figure out what the metric might be, might hazard a guess it's probably one of the question marks. So, which one?
If I can butt in.
Sorry.
No, it's alright. I gave Seth his name after I met him.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so he might have a different name than the one you gave him.
Aye.
Well, for all intents and purposes, we'll let it be, but we gotta get in contact with Rook and Tide now. And
Well,
Kepler's
he's in the
going to pull
Pokemon
up.
Center currently. I suppose I could ask if it matters.
Rook and Tide are in the Pokemon Center? Really?
No, my Manectric is in the Pokemon Center.
Oh,
Why are you sounding
Oh.
so whispery?
We
because it was an out of character thing.
Oh,
Yeah.
Anyways, Kepler's gonna pull out his Pokegear, punch in Rook's number.
Okay.
It's fine.
You call Rook's number.
Yep.
It rings once. Rings twice. Rings 3 times. Rings 4 times. Rings 5 times. Boo! And it's just the sound of a hang-up noise.
no answer.
No answer.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I guess he's busy.
Katrina, is it
Yes.
possible you might be able to talk to this Manectric?
I talked to the Manectric. I could try. She glances over at Ashlyn. I mean, would you be opposed to me looking into your Pokemon's mind?
As long as he's fine with it, I'm fine with it.
Fine.
You saved my life today. I at least owe you the opportunity.
Fine then. She takes a step forward, leaving space for the Pokemon.
Well, at the minute,
That's in the
It's being
Pokemon
healed.
Center.
yeah, it's
Okay.
being healed at the minute.
All
Remember,
right.
you saw the Pokemon being healed. Well, Katrina's too distracted by the legend. She goes, "Oh, right."
All right. She
Nah.
Katrina was too busy getting ready for the lecture. She was the one that was switching the slides.
yeah.
Well, as you are having this conversation, all of a sudden you do hear a called out on the tannoy. Paging trainer Ashlyn, please report to the front counter. Your Pokemon have recovered to full health. I repeat, could trainer Ashlyn please report to the front counter? Thank you.
Oh,
And
Would you like me to go down and get them for you to save you having to walk?
aye, go on then. Save me the walking.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Would you be able to ask how Sierra's doing as well?
You have my word.
Thank you.
Very well.
I hate this. She's gonna rub her face.
Yeah. Sorry if it's been a lot.
A lot! I almost just got bloody kidnapped by a bunch of goddamn people, and now I'm hearing bloody Kyogre's dead. Lemon head. Whoa.
Ashlyn, could you roll a D100 for me, please?
Oh no.
Oh.
How do I do that?
So /R space 1D100.
All one word. So /roll 90.
Got it.
As you were beginning as you were about to feel faint and maybe fall back from exhaustion and the confusion and a bit of overwhelming, you're able to at least compose yourself a little bit better. You're still feeling a lot, but you're at least not enough to just collapse like, Okay, maybe if I sleep, it'll be done. But you're still okay. Basically, I was rolling to see if you had basically got too overwhelmed that you were just going to conk out.
Fair. She's just rubbing her face like, Dad said not to do it. Fucking graffiti bullshit, and now I'm sitting here with this. Should have listened to him. Should have just stayed away from the evil demons, for fuck's sake. She's like just mumbling to herself now, like, I can't believe, like, what? I can't believe I'm involved with this. God, should have stayed away from the evil teams. Should have, maybe he was right, and that kind of stuff.
As you're mumbling, Mochi is going to let go of Holly's leg, and is actually going to come up to you on the bed and just look up at you.
Aww.
As like when a hand like moves down her face, she kind of sees him and goes,
Pika!
Aww.
And heads tilts to try act cute.
You're quite cute, ain't you? And she's gonna like reach over a hand and kind of like scratch his head.
Pika!
That little cutie patootie.
And she's gonna move under his chin.
No.
I could just imagine that leg kicking.
Yeah. Oh no! As you're doing this, you see the tail beginning to whack on the floor.
Aww.
Mochi seems to really like you.
It would be one of the first, surprisingly.
Pika, 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 Pika! And he tries to sort of run around a little bit and such. But also what you then see is he jumps onto the bed and he sort of just looks up and he just he pretends to look at the rest of you all, and he does that sort of hands out in front as if he's almost looking like he's trying to protect in a way.
Aww.
Oh,
She gives him like a peculiar look, but then she just kind of like smiles a bit.
All right.
You've got quite the energetic one.
Seeing as he hasn't introduced himself yet, Tycho will walk up to Ashlyn and, well, try to attempt to motion in for Mochi to, like, out of the way, please.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Mochi happily nods and then jumps off.
Okay. The Pikachu.
Alright,
Yeah.
he's saying,
Okay.
Yeah,
well,
Mochi jumps off. Sorry, I'll move Mochi out the way. Sorry, I need to move you before I move Mochi. There we go.
Okay. Well, he heard Ashlyn's name be said out loud, right?
Yes.
Yes, at this point, yes.
Yeah.
Well, seeing as I haven't introduced myself, yet, Tycho, nice to meet you, Ashlyn. It's good to meet you, Ashlyn. And he extends his hand and up for a handshake.
She's gonna stare at it peculiarly for just a moment, and she'll reach out and shake it. Ashlyn Blackwood.
Don't worry, I had my shots.
That's not what I'm worried about. You may also potentially know me if you saw the artwork down below is the name of Code. Pleasure, I suppose.
Does Tycho know now?
The name Code?
Yeah.
Yes, so you actually do recognize that the name Code was written on the artwork.
Yes, I saw that on the graffiti.
That's mine. And it's how Lone Wolf decided to find me.
Oh, then... Okay, how should I address you, then?
Just Ashlyn or Ash is fine. It depends on if you want to say the second syllable or no.
Okay.
I'm not fussy.
Well, I'll stick to Ashlyn.
Fair enough.
I do not mean to boast, but I am, for the most part, the brains of this whole team.
Right. Fair enough.
Though whether or not I am capable of keeping the team together, I don't know.
Fair enough. Thank you for the save. For most of you.
It is no trouble. I'm guessing Team Lone Wolf is feeling pretty humiliated right now.
I bloody hope so, but you realize that if I stay with you, they're going to keep going after you, right? Then again, they're going to keep going after me anyways.
Not that. My Magikarp just beat a Pokemon twice.
That's fair enough, I suppose. I'm just... Are you your pal, gesturing over with her head about Kemplar. You said that... He said that I'd be sticking with you? Or is that even... I mean, I'm so obvious in public. Like, she's gonna, like, kind of gesture towards her clothing, which is, like, quite tattered and probably has a few rips in there. There's probably, like, a rip kind of around, like, the center of, like, the jacket she's wearing, like, the sleeveless jacket, and she's, like, got marks on, you know, from the leggings from where she was bit by the pooch, and she's got, like, what, you know, just overall her clothes are looking a bit, like, iffy.
A mess.
I mean, I'm so obvious in public. Is this even safe for the rest of you to have me here?
Well, let me ask. Would you be better off all on your own?
I suppose not, but
given the circumstances, you might be safer with us.
Well, plus, due to recent events, I think our group is kind of already in Team Lone Wolf's records anyway.
Yeah, but strength in numbers and all that.
fair enough, I guess.
By the way, at this point, just to pass on, to Arlen and to Katrina, you do manage to get a hold of the Pokeballs in question, and just before the intercom happens, you find that all of your Pokemon are back up to full strength.
Yeah. Yay.
And Arlen, he hands you... Thank you. She hands you the tray and goes, "Get that to that lovely lady. I think she needs them."
Yes, ma'am.
Very well.
If you count tattered clothes as lovely, then sure.
I'm guessing, Chris, I'm guessing Sia isn't fully healed yet?
No, Sia is back up and running. Since it was just a simple sleep and heal, basically she just did a simple work. So all those who were involved in the battle are perfectly fine.
Nice.
Oh, I didn't hear Holly's name on the intercom.
Oh no, she was about to call you guys, but she got to Ashlyn's name first. Basically, she focused on Ashlyn's team first, and then just as she was about to do the intercom to call you guys, they know that you guys are traveling together, so that way they just figure this works easier if you just call one name.
Oh, okay.
You know, it's like when you order multiple things for friends at a local McDonald's and you just put it under one name.
Yeah.
I think it's different with your pets, but whatever.
I'll have number
Pets, they're
5 with
friends.
extra dip.
Oh, trust me. Yeah, anyway, moving onwards.
Anyway.
So, as Arlen and Katrina are making their way up, Tycho, you summon the Wooper?
More so in the middle of the conversation, Wooper just has popped out on its own.
Fair enough. So all of you in the room, you watch as a Pokeball noise is heard and chopping out of Tycho's pocket. You then see standing in the center of the room, Woopa!
It's Coco.
Whoop, Woopa, 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 and begins running around the room.
I take it that one is yours then. Never seen a whipper like that.
Oh, you haven't?
Well, no.
Well, neither have I.
Really?
These Whoopers are apparently from Paldea, a region I've barely heard of.
I've never been
Then again,
myself.
I live under a rock, I guess.
Never been myself. Interesting how it's all brown.
Woopa!
Like, she's just kind of, like, curiously looking at it, like, as she's sitting.
As
waiting
as you
for
do
those to
this,
come back.
as soon as it senses you're watching, it looks over at you and just stares at you with a head tilt.
Oh.
Hello.
This is Coco.
Whoopa!
Cute name for it.
Whoopa!
If, do not touch, by the way. Poisonous skin. and he gives a sort of sharp glance at Holly.
Holly then like flusters. I'm like, I didn't know.
Who touched it then?
Well, you're lucky. You're lucky you hadn't got any skin irritation.
Oh! Pardon me. Sorry, someone in chat just said, Youngster my Loksha Swan challenges duo to a battle. Fight me! Anyway, so go ahead, you first, Wolf, you first.
Come to think of it, I might need to get myself gloves if I ever want to touch Coco.
At that moment, Arlen and Katrina, you guys return back with the Pokeballs in check.
Okay.
Okay,
When they-
I'm gonna
when they-
try and
Oh, you
I'm
go
gonna
first.
try and mimic Ken Blast and knock at the door that he did earlier.
Okay.
Okay, never mind.
All right. So, you know what? Make a general education check to see if you can remember the knock.
Shit.
Amazing.
Anything lower than 6 won't do. You need to get 6 or higher.
What the fuck?
Same, Del.
Yeah.
8.
8. Okay. Arlen, you are hesitantly a little bit like, so what was that knock again? Oh, right. And you mimic the knock.
I'll get it.
And as you open the door...
Oh no.
Oh.
Tycho's gonna lean against the door like, who is it?
It's Arlen Montgomery's the Project.
In the middle of him saying the last name, he opens the door.
So as soon as Arlen finishes the name, it's the third.
Yeah. Thank you.
She hears like the third, and she just goes, "All right then." Doesn't even like question it. She is gonna look down. She like upon them like Tycho going to open a door. She like looks at her clothes, kind of like pulls them a little bit, and goes, "Bloody hell! How the hell am I gonna fix this?"
Okay.
Arlen is going to take note of you pulling at your clothes, but not say anything.
All right. Okay. Arlen, as you are noticing this as well, you are carrying the small tray that is still holding the 4 balls, 4 different style balls. I would like to stress. I believe, is that right?
Yes, correct. The balls there are a Pokeball, a Premier Ball, a Net Ball, and a Quick Ball.
And Ashlyn, you see the 4. Oh, sorry, Ian.
Looks like somebody coordinates their balls for their Pokemon.
Was that in or out of character?
In.
Yeah, I do. I'm a bit of a collector of Pokeballs, you see. I like to mix and match.
Fair enough. I'm going to hand over the tray with your 4 Pokemon on it. Say, there you go, fresh and healed.
Thank you. Do you mind making room?
You don't.
Yeah.
You don't happen to have a wave ball on you, do you?
Wave ball?
Do you mean dive ball?
Dive ball.
Oh yeah, dive ball. I meant to say dive ball. Shush.
Dive ball. She's gonna check in her bag actually. As you say that.
Yep.
Wop, wop, wop. No, sorry. Don't have that. Got a couple
Worth a
others, but
shot.
not that one.
Do you have a friend ball?
I do, yes. And she's gonna bring it out and hold it in her hand.
Oh,
The
that's so
Pokeball
cute.
most befitting for Kemplar.
Oh,
Katrina holds up the friend ball with her.
Oh yeah,
Random.
yeah. As you say, there's Katrina holds up the friend ball as well. By the way, that she has.
Yeah, the one with the phantom in it.
like,
Nice.
friend balls are so cute, and so are love balls.
Yeah.
I think they're
Aye.
really.
Friend balls are one of my favorites.
Yeah.
So she's gonna put it
Ash.
away. Yes.
On a side note, you can see that the Pokeball that is on the tray is beginning to shake a little bit.
Right. You might want to make room. Imagine I have to talk to all these fellas.
Speaking of friends, and he'll return Holly to see her back to her.
Yep, Holly, you get your Pokeball back with Seer in it.
Thank you so much.
No problem.
So once she notices the balls start to shake, she's gonna send out every single Pokemon that she has in the room. Which is
All right.
4.
So we might as well. Go over. Do you want me to do the description and you get them out in time, or do you want to choose the order?
I want to do the order.
All right, fair enough. Then you tell me which ball it is that's starting, and I'll go through the. I'll start off the first bit if you want.
So 4 is coming out first.
Number 4. Number 4. Where, do I have number 4 on my list? Oh, where is number 4 on my list? Did I write it down? Where the hell has it gone? Wait, did we run?
Is ready.
Okay.
4 is Seth.
All right. Yeah. Thank you. So,
4 is Seth.
yeah. So as this happens, you watch as I believe it's the quick ball, isn't it?
Yes, the quick ball is Seth's. Yep.
Yeah. So the quick ball is thrown out, and Ashlyn, do you say anything as you throw the ball?
Nope, she's just gonna let him out.
So, as the ball comes out, you are then greeted with the sight of the very familiar Manectric, who, when it comes out, a huge jolt of spark energy comes off it, and it stands rather proud for a brief moment, and he goes, "Track!" And as soon as
excited Pokemon noises.
yeah, so as soon as this happens, it looks over as you say this, Ash, and it runs straight over to you and just nuzzles against you as best it can.
Aw.
Oh no. Give me just a second. I'll let out everyone else, okay?
So he's so cool.
Track!
She's gonna like pet his head like with one hand, and with the other one, she's gonna let out
Wait, really?
Oh.
Okay, hold on. I apparently didn't have Manectric recorded in the Pokedex. Okay.
Oh, yeah, so... Yeah, go ahead.
Next
Who's
up
next?
3 is out next.
Number 3.
Yeah, we're going backwards order because I want to save the cool one for last.
Okay, I believe this is the Premier Ball?
This is the netball.
Netball, very well. So you watch as a netball appears in her hand. As she throws the ball out, you watch as a green pot of plants and out pops out.
Dimple.
That immediately grabs Tycho's attention.
And as this comes out, the tempo just begins bouncing up and down, going Timbo, Timbo, Timbo.
Don't mind him. He's always,
Coco bouncing.
he's always that way.
Coco bouncing in the same rhythm.
Yeah, Timbo, 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 Timbo. And as it looks at Wooper, and you just see the biggest gleam on its face as Timbo begins to bounce in a rhythm.
And now the two of them are best friends for life.
Don't mind him. Cadence is always that way.
Timbo,
And
Timbo.
This is like when 2 extroverts meet.
afterwards,
Oh.
afterwards 2 comes out.
Number 2. So
That one's the premier ball.
Yep, so as she holds a small white ball out, as she throws it, you see it decorate in a red aura, and a Galarian Zigzagoon is the next one out.
Ooh, okay.
Do we count this as a separate entry in the Pokedex or no?
You do count this as a separate entry if it's part of Pokedex, so yes.
Okay, let's. This Pokedex only, or the Excel sheet only goes up to there.
Then
Oh, no, wait,
I
there.
will allow you to mark
Wait.
Zigzagoon twice if you want to.
Okay,
But you'll
never
have to do
mind.
the
Gather Dex is in here, but Zigzagoon is not. So
Yeah. By the way, one
that's
thing I
not-
should mention, by the way, as this Zigzagoon comes out, you see that it has an accessory on its head. It has a small black beanie with a few little pins in it as well.
Oh,
Aww.
that is so cute.
And as it comes out, so as it looks around the rest, Ashlyn, you see a very familiar pose it does when it sees the new group around it. It sits down and looks like as if it's shrugging its head like it's posing the beret.
Aww.
And last but not least,
As you hold
and
the
she's gonna send out the last one.
Yep, so just before we get to it, as the Pokeball shakes
Yeah.
even more violently, you then watch as Ashlyn, you feel a grip familiar. And as you throw it out in the center of the room, you are greeted by
Is that the one?
this is the Pokeball.
Oh.
Oh, what? No, what is that?
Hello, homebrew.
Tristan, that's one of yours. That's one of your Pokemon. That's one of your freaking That's one of your Pokemon.
Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to introduce you to a little starter Pokemon.
That's a starter.
That's
Yes,
one of
that
Kristen's
is-
own feature phone starter
Yeah.
Pokemon.
I mean,
Alright, what's the name of this?
I mean, I
Yeah.
What's the
So this one, this is a Pokemon called Igoni.
Igoni, like
Mhm.
I-G-O-N-Y?
Igony.
Okay, so
Aw.
you
So-
never told me that I would get free reign.
No. I think Ashlyn has her own Pokédex for this one.
Well, not unless the Thean Dex has something to say about it.
Okay, so you are all greeted by the sight of these four, and in fact, as you do all this, the four Pokemon then rush over to be by your side, and Cadence pops onto the bed as best it can. It breaks away from the bouncing, and Igoni goes straight towards where your head is, as if to the other side, and is trying to look over you, almost like sort of nervous parent, just making sure.
Oh.
Holly then quickly goes over to Agonium's and is absolutely shocked. It's like, I've never seen or is this a variant of Ponyta?
Igoni!
No.
Igoni! As Igoni rushes to jump straight on the bed to the other side in the corner and begins to cower a little bit.
No, it's
Holly,
alright.
you're scaring it.
It's alright. It's
I'm
a
sorry.
species thing.
Igoni!
It's a species thing. They're usually afraid of people. Come on, over you come, Fury.
Igoni!
A species?
Igoni!
These people saved me.
Go!
And she's gonna gesture with her hand to come over.
Make a Pokemon education check for me. See if you do the work there. Thean, if you have any dex entries, you're welcome to bring them up while we do this roll.
Yeah, I'm actually starting to do that now. We're starting with Manectric.
Also,
So-
17. Let's
on
fucking
Pika's head.
go.
Yes.
That
Let's
was adorable.
fucking go.
All right, but we'll get to that in a second. Kemplar, give us your dex entry.
Manectric, the discharge Pokemon. Manectric can be found beneath unnatural thunderclouds. People say it can run at the same speed as lightning striking.
That's an actual Pokedex.
Nice.
All right, shall we get to the rest of the dex entries before we get to
Yeah.
that 17?
Yeah, you can go through. You
Yep.
can go through all of them.
Yep, I got a... Okay, this one's Temple. Okay. I gotta bring the voice back up.
What do we think? What do we think of Igoni, by the way?
He's adorable.
I love
Thank you.
I,
Thank you.
but the thing is though, Kristen, I
So
know
we'll
what his
probably-
evolution line
We'll go
is.
about 6 o'clock.
You do, but no spoilers. Thank you.
I won't.
You already have that
Timpo,
crumb.
the tadpole Pokemon. Graceful ripples running across the water's surface are a sure sign that Timpo are singing in high-pitched voices below.
Oh my god, you're 2 for 2!
Can we get 3 for 3?
I can't wait for the Agoni one. That's gonna be
Watch him
funny.
get that one.
Yeah, if
Assuming.
it's a real one, I think maybe it might be better if Kristen mentions it.
Yeah.
Yes.
So I was a 16 for Manectric, and then an 18
I
for
don't know if I have a
Temple.
voice for it, but
And okay, I'm sorry, but I must ask you that you tell me what type of Pokemon it is, like the horse Pokemon, the fire horse Pokemon, and then you're gonna have to let me deal with the rest.
okay.
So would
Ba-ba-ba-ba.
Igoni is the cowardly Pokemon.
The
Oh.
cowardly Pokemon. Okay.
Indeed.
A toot.
Indeed.
What the frick?
Igoni, the cowardly Pokemon. This Pokemon is able to achieve high speeds. How does it do this, you ask? It farts fire.
I had a different joke one for it, but that's fine.
Wow.
Yeah, you know that if you played Castle Crashers, you'll remember the deer.
I've
Yeah.
never seen it.
Yeah,
Yeah, I had a joke one in mind, but that's fine.
Go ahead. I mean, if you want to say it, I'm curious.
My one was, look at my horse. My horse is amazing. Give it a lick. Ow! It just burned my tongue.
No. We haven't got.
It's a fire type.
I know.
I don't remember I don't know if I did a song for the Pokedex yet, but I'm going to keep this in mind as Igoni evolves. So.
That's fine. You
Keep
kind of did a song with Tyrant, but yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's right.
You did a song with Tyrant. Yeah, you did
So-
a song with Tyrant. Yeah.
So, okay, so as all this is going on here, Igoni sort of nestles up close to you, Ashlyn, and sort of nervously peeks its head looking over the group. But as it looks over the entire group once, it then ducks down again.
Aww.
It's alright. Calm down.
Oni.
She's gonna like pet her head, kind of like slowly, calmly.
Oni.
It's alright. Calm down.
I'm sorry. I got a little bit I overdid it again, didn't I? I get really excited when I see a Pokemon, especially when I haven't seen before.
It's
I-
alright. They're usually a bit nervous, from what I know. It's a kind of species-wide thing about being anxious about other people.
Well,
She's a bit better than most, but still has that wariness, don't you?
Oni.
Other than like kind of like it's okay. I'm sorry. Connie, I didn't mean to scare you like that.
Her name is Fury, if that helps.
Fury.
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 Oh, Fury.
Yeah, Fury,
yeah,
like
it's just
think.
the accent. It's her accent.
Yeah, think
Like
of
Fury.
think Fawful. I am Fury.
Yeah, Fury.
It's nice to meet you, Fury, and it's nice to meet your other Pokemon too.
For the names of the other ones, points towards the Zigzagoon. That's Jagger, or Jax for short.
Oh.
And then this wee one is Cadence, or Cade. Then points at the temple.
Timbo, and bounces on the bed.
And of course, you've already met Seth.
Check. And as the introduction happens, the Manectric looks over the lot of you, and you see it bow for a brief moment.
Okay, Katrina just kind of walks up to the Manectric.
It gets startled and looks in your direction.
She stops.
Alright.
She stops moving close.
It's
And
alright,
then-
she's got something to ask.
Drag.
She makes eye contact with the Manetric. Just kind of, her eyes kind of soften, kind of come up as less blank and more, and just kind of try, as if she's trying to connect to the Pokemon. Would it be okay if I looked into your memories?
Make a charm check.
Oh,
Make a Pokemon education check.
Pokemon education. Yeah, because charm is her worst. Is one of her worst.
I'm being nice.
No.
Ooh.
Ooh, 14.
14. There is a little bit of reluctance to it, but it slowly sort of sits down and looks over you, and it just sort of nods a tiny bit.
Oh, all right. She then closes her eyes. When she opens them, they start to glow. As she attempts to channel the Manetric.
Very well. Let me see if I can find. Let me see if I can find what we put for this, because I'm trying to find where we put the data for this guy.
All right.
For
Manetric.
Oh, right, yeah, this is just something. So you're trying to look into, like, what are you looking for specifically?
Trying to look if we came up with the backstory. I can't remember if we did.
I wrote it. Yeah, go into her sheet. There's a thingy for it.
Thank you, Doctor.
You're welcome. I made a page for all the backstories of Ashland's party, so I prepared highly for this.
Why, thank you. I appreciate your
You're welcome. Yeah, obviously his is the longest written one because, of course.
Yep. Let's see. Let's see here. Please excuse the guy who's being an idiot.
Hey, no.
Okay.
Don't call yourself an idiot.
Very
well.
Not around us.
Oh, I thought he was referring to me.
No. Okay. So, let's see. Does it say mention anything else? Let me double check about it. Motivation, no limit. Okay. So, Katrina.
Yes.
At first, the moment you start, you are greeted with the sight of a large, sharp needle injecting into Manetric. As it does, you hear it scream in agony. As it then does, you then see it currently lying on the ground in a large metal room filled with wires and lights around. And for a while, you basically hear what sounds like crying. As you do, then all of a sudden, there is a figure who is seen running straight to the glass. A figure that you recognize as Ashlyn. You see Ashlyn essentially banging on the glass as the sound of alarms are going off. Ashlyn manages to bust the door down with the help of Fury knocking down the door with a bit of fire and then a charge at the door. Ashlyn runs straight in, and as it does, a large shock of electricity goes again through the room, just missing Ashlyn. Then, as this happens, you then see Ashlyn hold out a quick ball as Manetric is currently lying on the ground, heavily breathing. As the ball is thrown at Manetric, the next words heard are, "Don't let her escape! She's taking it! Get him!" And that's the last thing you see as the vision comes back. And as you do, Manetric is there seen with tears in its eyes.
Can Ashlyn see this?
The whole room can see this.
Katrina's eyes begin to water as well, as a couple of them stream down her face.
Ashlyn's gonna move herself to be sitting on the floor, and she's gonna open her arms for him to come to her.
Seth immediately goes into your arms.
She's gonna
Kevlar
hug
is
him and
going.
go, talk to him quietly. Just it's okay, patting him, being reassuring.
Okay.
Kemplar's going to grab onto Katrina's shoulder and use his other hand to wipe the tears from her face.
She shakes her head as if just now realizing that she was crying. I am okay. That was... I'm sorry.
It's all right.
She turns to Ashlyn and Seth.
Yeah, Ashlyn is just pretty much just cuddling him, pretty much.
Oh.
You did a brave thing.
That's what I like to think I did, yeah.
That's high praise coming from Katrina.
Trick. Midnight trick.
He's okay.
I promised you they
Oh
wouldn't
no,
hurt you
sad.
anymore. I promised you they wouldn't hurt you anymore.
As
I'm
this
sorry I
happens,
sent you on the roof.
as you're having this convo, the other three of your Pokemon are instantly coming straight to Seth's side and instantly nuzzling against it.
Aww.
I mean, I'm not sure if Coco should, because
Yeah,
poison.
probably not Coco.
So Tycho will instead carefully walk up to the what's the Manectric's name?
Seth.
Seth.
Yeah. Carefully walk up to Seth, crouch down and, well,
Trick.
reach his hand out for, scritches.
It's going to look at you, despite the tears in the eyes. It nervously backs further into Ashlyn and looks up at Ashlyn.
It's okay. These people saved me. And you.
Oh, Katrina. Oh, and as you're saying this, Katrina is walking out of the room.
Making my way.
By the way, did Katrina say anything of what was happening with the channeling, or was she just watching the whole time?
She hasn't said anything about it yet. She's just she's just kind of processing it right now.
Okay.
Processing what she'd seen.
Seth is going to lean in and just rest the head very nervously against Tycho's hand.
And so he'll give gentle scritches. I don't know what you went through, but I can say this: the fact you're here now means you're very brave.
Trick. Manic.
It's okay now.
Momoko
You are
has-
safe and around people who care about you.
Okay, after Tycho's done, Momoko wants to do something.
Sure.
Oh no.
But it just
Okay.
depends on whether or not Tycho's done.
We'll do it for a little bit and then yeah, he'll give him a little head pat before backing away.
Okay. Momoko then looks at the Manectric herself and says, I can't even begin to understand what you're going through.
It turns and looks at you.
You're very brave for coming out of that the way you did. I'm so sorry of what they've done to you.
Trick.
You know what?
I can
Okay.
even begin to understand, but if they did something very horrible to you, I am so sorry it happened.
True.
But now you're safe. You're among friends. We won't hurt you. And we won't let those men hurt you anymore.
True. It looks up at you, Ashlyn, and you can see the tears are even more formed in its eyes.
Oh no.
Come here, bud. It's okay.
True.
Aw.
I promised you once that I wouldn't let them hurt you anymore.
And I'm pretty sure that's
And I almost let them do it on that roof. I'm gonna get stronger. You and me. And everyone else. Okay?
And I'm pretty sure that you're gonna keep that promise. You seem like you're the type of person who does keep their promises.
I try to.
This little one is so brave. I'm so proud of how he handled it.
True. As this is said, the Manectric's going to look at you, Ashlyn, and then it's going to slowly back up out of the arms, and it's actually going to go up to Momoko first and nestle its head against the leg a little bit.
At this point, I pet the Manetric on the head. I pet Seth on the head.
As you do this for a
Feels
bit,
staticky.
yeah, as you do this, he then walks up to Kemplar and does the same thing. Thean?
Thean, get the
Yes,
freak in here.
hello?
Oh, there you are.
I had an issue with my internet for a moment there.
Oh.
What was that?
Sorry, the main...
I was about to say, did we lose you?
Yeah, sorry. The Manectric has nestled against Momoko's leg. Now it's just coming up, and it's nestling against your leg for a little bit.
Camplar's gonna scratch it behind the ears.
Jerk.
Okay, don't hug it, please.
Yeah. And then it walks up and does the same thing to Tycho.
Just
But
a
aren't
sweet
you
pie.
cute?
Momoko's looking at Seth like, how aren't you just the sweetie pie?
As you,
Yeah,
as you
guy.
say this, he looks back at you with a sort of, and then turns away very quickly.
Almost
Don't call him that.
And you know what?
Yeah.
Coco will try to cheer Seth up by giving Seth a big old smile.
He just blinks, and then he looks over at Cadence, and then looks back over at the Whooper.
Same energy.
Yes.
And then he
Same energy.
just walks by and goes to Arlen's leg.
Aw.
Momoko just got a stroke of brilliance.
Mission failed. We'll get him next time.
Alan's gonna kneel down, give the Manectric a pat on the head, and offer it one of his Pokemon candies.
Oh.
It takes a small lick of it and looks up at you.
It's a sour tasting one, but yeah, you can have it.
He does not have a least favorite flavor or anything, so he can eat it just fine.
What?
Like-
Wow.
Perfect.
By any chance, would it be similar to the Sour Patch Kids? I'm just asking.
Not quite. He takes it for a bit. You watch as Manectric sort of shakes its head a little bit from the sourness, and then just sort of nods a little bit. And then
So
he does the same thing and goes up to Holly. And nestles against the leg.
Don't fuck this up. No pressure.
Holly was like, Holly was just like in the back, like she was like just crying in the corner, like.
I think this backstory worked, Kristen.
Good.
Why do I have this feeling like Seth is gonna try and comfort Holly?
Well, it's just doing the same thing at the minute to the others.
Yeah,
Sorry, Caitlin.
He's just nuzzling the leg.
Like Holly then like looks down at Minette at Seth and and gently rubs her eyes before gently patting him on the head.
No.
I promise do everything we can to help you and Ashlyn. We won't let them harm you ever again.
Seeing how you're reacting, he gives a little lick on the hand.
Aww.
And then
The
he
bestest
just
of boys.
and then he just walks straight back over to Ashlyn's side.
I'm not crying, you're crying.
She'll reach a hand out to him again, just welcoming him to her embrace.
He happily accepts.
She's gonna rub his, scratch his cheek and his little and his nose, his snout, and kind of move her hand around his head to pet different places.
He happily accepts that as he just relaxes back into the embrace.
Good boy. Don't mind Seth. He's a bit. Took me a little bit of time to get him to like me, but now that he has.
Sorry, I do apologize. Momoko, you said you had a brilliance. What was it? Is everything okay?
I think she was just gonna bring out one of her mons to try and
Introduce it to it. Yeah.
yeah, kind of shall we say, kind of calm the mood down a little bit with Seth being upset.
Okay. Okay, while that's happening, Louise, what are you doing?
All right, Katrina just she just kind of slumped. The moment she steps outside and closes the door, she kind of slumps to the ground, just trying to process what she saw in Minetrix's memories. She kind of curls up for a moment, takes a few breaths, and then she gets this determined look on her face. As she composes herself, she pulls out her Pokeballs, then gets to her feet. And I know we said one at a time, but I know we said we could have one Pokemon out at a time, but can I release all of my Pokemon?
I mean, Ashlyn's done it, so there's
I have
no...
all of mine, so.
Alright, so Katrina's gonna release her entire team out into the hall.
There we go.
Okay.
Okay. She looks over all all 5 of her Pokemon. Then she reaches into her bag and pulls out the Dusk Stone.
Oh.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Can any of them evolve with that right now?
We'll find out.
Technically speaking, no.
Technically speaking?
There is a level limit, or a level requirement.
Oh, is there a level requirement for the evolution too?
Yeah, I think so, probably.
I'm pretty sure
So,
we
for
went over
instance,
this before.
Let me go
yeah,
look it
so... Yeah, so, in order for, Murkrow to get into Honchkrow, it's a Dusk Stone at the minimum of level 20.
Oh.
Minimum of level
Aw.
20. At the minimum of level 20.
I think they did that so everyone would actually have to basically keep track of what it is, so you can't just evolve it on catch.
Yeah, the problem is most of our Pokemon haven't evolved yet.
Yeah.
Wait, is that just for the Pokemon PU thing?
Yes.
Yeah,
That's
it's a
just
PTU thing.
PTU, yeah.
Yeah, well, I'm just doing a bit right now.
Okay.
So even if they can't evolve right now, she kneels down to her Pokemon's level and holds up the Dusk Stone. If any one of you can use this, then know that it'll make you strong. Know that when the time comes, at least one of you will be will become stronger than you are. We're going to need that strength for what we're about to face. This team is more of a threat than we initially thought. So, if any one of you wants that strength to fight for what's right, then
She holds out the dusk stone for her Pokemon to see.
then whoever wants this, take it.
All of them are just gonna look over for a moment, and there is a little moment from a few of them, but as you're doing this, Chrome comes up, gives a tap on the stone, and looks at you.
She locks eyes with Chrome. And nuts. It's yours then.
Bow! Bow! Bow!
She smirks, and can we give hold items for the Pokemon to hold?
If you want to give it to hold, yeah, you can do.
She gives the dusk stone to Chrome for Chrome to hold.
Fair enough. Chrome's holding the stone.
All right. What?
So, by the way, as this is going on, by the way, one thing to bring up.
Yeah?
Momoko, before you're about to send the Pokemon out, all of a sudden, you are suddenly zapped with a small bit of electricity from Seth as he is nuzzled against it, and the electrical sparks begin to pass around the room a tiny bit before they suddenly calm down. Basically, all of you are not so much zapped, but basically it's like this small amount of electrical discharge, so to speak, has just been passed a bit around the room. Almost like something's affecting Seth. And as this happens, everyone in the room, except for Katrina,
Because she's outside with her. Right?
yeah, all of you in the room, conk out cold.
Is Katrina aware of this happening?
You hear the thuds. Everyone in the room, by the way, you all fall out cold.
Except for the ground type Pokemon?